question along with the enemas, but I've never had one, never seen one, wouldn't know how to do one. I can't imagine they show you one on YouTube. So I can't imagine there's a book that shows you. I mean, what do you do if you have no...
It was there was a period of time where I had to do them every day. Yeah. I bet you could find it on YouTube. I really bet you could. There are a lot of websites on doing enemas. There's pretty specific enema instructions in the g.a.p.s book, but if you want the most thorough enema instructions, get a Dr. Christopher book, Dr. Christopher the herbalist. He gives very thorough instructions on enemas. Basically, you need to get an enema kit. You can get them online. We got a stainless steel enema kit. I can email.
Question. When I started g.a.p.s, and I was on it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then I noticed that I was losing a lot of hair. And it freaked me out, and so I stopped. And I still have a very healthy diet, but I was very cleansed, and I know when I eat things and I just have stomach pain, I know I need to do it again. But did you ever notice any? Well, in what I read, Dr. Campbell said that it can be that your hair holds a lot of toxicity too, and that your body's shedding these toxins, and it sometimes through hair. But it worried me.
I've heard that before. If you're familiar with mineral testing, one of the least invasive and more accurate methods of mineral testing and heavy metal testing at that is through your hair, because your hair does, basically any mineral in excess is going to be a heavy metal. And so when they do heavy metal testing, it is oftentimes through the hair. So I would guess that it is probably a detoxification reaction. It could be a hormonal reaction too. I've heard of people who have gone off of gluten and had gone off of wheat and had that similar reaction, which I'm not exactly physiologically sure what's going on, but it's possible it could be some sort of like a hormonal reaction to possibly, I don't know if it's a detoxification or the elimination of certain foods, but I don't know, interesting thought. Yeah, that would, I don't know.
I still think it'll be worth it for me to try again, because just some of the symptoms I'm having, just the stomach pain on eating certain things, and I'll try gluten-free oats, and just stomach pain, so I know there are things, I just think it needs to heal.
Yeah.
Right.
And there are certain things you just have to plow through. There were really uncomfortable symptoms that we had to just push through. And, eventually it ends when your body comes to more of a state of balance. So, but I know you don't want to lose too much hair. I would be a little bit weary of that too. But, yeah, if you're having stomach pain, there's a gut dysbiosis going on. So,
I have a few grandchildren that were born C-section. And so they didn't have the opportunity to get that good flora right at the beginning, and they are having some digestive issues and stuff. So in reading the book, I know, that she recommends a lot of probiotics and stuff, but do you have any comments about that?
Yeah, I know she talks about that. The C-section babies don't get that opportunity to swallow mom's gut flora, but were they breastfed?
Yeah.
Okay.
They still have digestive issues.
Okay, well, hopefully they got something through the breast milk, which is good. But I would absolute probiotic supplementation. How old are the children?
Yeah, a couple of them are 2, and then a new baby. And
Oh.
the mother is told, okay, because of these problems, go off this,
Yep.
go off this. So she's in that diet you said about eliminating.
I was. It was constant elimination. First, it was like the top 5 allergens, then the top 10, then the top 15. I'm like, who's calculating this? But I did it. I was so desperate. So you get into this mode of elimination, which I honestly think puts your body in a state of a lot of malnutrition and can create greater problems. But there are a lot of probiotics out in the market, liquid forms. There's a specific strain. It's L. reuteri. And there's a company called g.a.p.s. It's BIOGAI, something like that. Oh, no, GIAI is what it is. BioGea, it's from Sweden. There was an extensive study done and printed in, what medical journal? A really, really large medical journal about a group of indigenous women that were studied, and it's this L. reuteri that's in highest concentration in breast milk. It's a microbe, it's a bacteria that's supposed to be in the gut, and it's passed on to baby. So they are recommending babies with digestive issues take high amounts of this L. reuteri because chances are they didn't get a sufficient amount from their mother, or they're not getting it in the breast milk. And they make this liquid form that's super easy for babies to take. But I would definitely recommend probiotic supplementation for mom and baby. And I mean, if they're open to following, there is a g.a.p.s protocol on Dr. McBride's website for babies and nursing mothers. It's not this full-blown detoxification diet. It's a protocol to follow while you're breastfeeding. So if they'd be open to that, I would highly recommend that. I hope your questions were answered. I hope you walk away with some hope and excitement about this diet.